Hey there! If you are seeing this video on YouTube, it is because of the generous support of my patrons. They allow me to do extra content and release it to you at a later date. I would like to take a moment to thank all of my patrons, past, present, and future. They allow me to make these videos and share them with you. So here are some of their names, but just so thankful for everyone. And if you're interested in joining for exclusive content, classes, Reiki trainings, etc., there are links in the description box below. Hello, and welcome to this Reiki session. For today's session, our intention is healing the healer, so working with our inner healer, whether that is already empowered or that needs to be restored, or you haven't really worked with that, just really working with our inner healer and bringing in some love, healing, and compassion. This is going to be a longer healing session, so I will introduce all the crystals as I go through the session, letting you know what they are and what I'm using them for. And I would like to start our session with a smoke cleanse. This sort of just carves out this space, this time, this container of existence as clear and ready for our intention, so that we can put our intention to heal, our intention to restore and calm our bodies, centering in, bringing our awareness into this space. And you can always use these videos however works best for you. So eyes open, eyes closed, whatever is feeling good and best, that is totally right. There is no wrong way to receive Reiki, just opening yourself up to that, allowing healing to come in. And if you'd like, now is a good time to start centering in, bringing your awareness here, starting to think about why you are here, what you would like to receive from this healing. I can't promise I can give it, but I will try. We really just want to set our intention. Why are we here? What do we want? And make that known to ourselves, either out loud or just think it. Write it down. That's always magic. Checking in with your body. How are you feeling? Are you feeling any stress or discomfort? Really getting yourself as comfortable as possible, readjusting, giving yourself that time and space to figure out exactly what the best position to feel the most relaxed is. pulling that smoke all through. I'm going to put this down for a moment. As we start out this session, I want to first center our awareness, our energy, our healing, our intention on ourselves. Especially if you are someone that has been called or finds yourself in the healing position, a lot of times your attention and intention is focused outwards. You are sending energy or paying attention to what people need. And so I want to take a moment to recenter and bring ourselves back to our energy, back to ourselves, looking to connect with our self-love and compassion. And I'm using Merlinite or dendric opal. And this feels like, for one, it looks like a little pointer. So we are just repointing our true north back to ourselves, centering. But it really feels quite connected to that wizard in ourselves, that ability to conduct and make magic in the ways that we want to, that we have a will and an ego and a way, and we can choose to recenter on ourselves and our bodies. So calling back our power, our awareness, our energy, and centering it on ourselves. And I promise you can go back to paying attention elsewhere later. I know that you might feel that resistance, that tug, but oh no, if I let down my guard, something bad will happen. But you have this time and this space, this container, to do so. So calling back all that power. Take a few centering breaths, really breathing deep into the body. And as you're recentering it might feel difficult because as we center our awareness on ourselves, we might suddenly see all those issues and those problems. A lot of times when we are healers, we often also use that healing as a way to escape putting that eye on ourselves. So it can feel difficult to recenter. If you're feeling resistance, that is okay. You deserve that time and energy to work through those things and heal those things as much as anyone else. It's really windy here. I'm recording this in March, which is, always quite up in the air, and today seems to be really windy. So I apologize for any creaking in my old house. Okay. So this is a piece of Merlinite or dendric opal. I bought it in this shape because it felt like, Merlin's wand. It felt right for it to be a wand shape. So I want to work with the few spots in your body, really focusing on your body and your energy and healing it. So bringing in some fluorite to our mind space, working with clearing and focusing back on ourselves. Then moving down more to the heart, I have some Seraphinite, which we're going to use to reconnect with our heart and our healer and our divinity. And then down into like the sacral and the root, using this ruby to really empower and strengthen our will and vitality, and feels quite like a little spark to reignite. So with the fluorite, starting in the head, starting in our crown, in our third eye, in our throat, really working to clear and focus ourselves. Again, back on yourself. I want you to think of you and your needs. And clearing out any distractions, any unwanted thoughts or energy as you move into this healing. Just pulling through, clearing, And as we are clearing and focusing back on you, I want you to call to mind a time when you have healed and restored yourself in the past, a time that you overcame something. Really bringing your focus to that moment, that past healing. Allow yourself to step into that energy that you felt afterwards, stepping into the energy of satisfaction, accomplishment, healing, inspiration. A moment when you felt capable and strong. Just allowing that energy of clarity and focus to flow through you. Okay, so that was a piece of green fluorite. And moving down to the heart space. Working with a piece of Seraphinite, which feels very angelic, very connected to our higher self, our guardian angels. Feels like it connects our heart to that divine power. And if you're open to it, taking a few deep breaths and breathing through the heart. Just kind of allowing your chest to expand. Imagine your breath traveling down into the heart and through it, kind of clearing it out, kind of like blowing through. And centering you in that heart space. Breathing in relaxation and softness. Breathing out resistance. allowing this healing to reconnect you to your heart, to what drives you, that beautiful, compassionate part of yourself that calls you to heal others. We want to center on that for ourselves. Use that compassion and empathy towards yourself. Give yourself the same grace that you give to others. Give yourself the same forgiveness. Letting go of past mistakes, releasing shame, recentering on what you desire, what makes your heart leap with joy, centering in on what makes you, you. And a few more breaths here into the heart space. Breathing in that healing, that relaxation. Exhaling, releasing, letting go of stress and tension, shame and anxiety. Releasing fear. Releasing anger, resentment. Breathing in peace and soothing. Exhaling, nice deep out breath. Okay, that was some Seraphinite for our heart space. Moving down the body further into more of our sacral and our root. Bringing in a ruby for empowerment and strength. Has a lot of this juicy vitality to it. It's full of life, but really being passionate and loving life. So pushing ourselves into that fire and passion, rekindling that fire. We spend a lot of energy on other people. We can feel depleted when it comes to our creative projects and pursuits. Centering in on what makes us light up, what fuels our fires and passions. You can hear the blackbirds returning for spring. It's a beautiful sound. It is that reignition of the earth and its passion and power as well. As we begin to grow new things, tapping into that energy. And as we're working with this deeper energy centers, allowing your breath to travel all the way down the body, deep into the belly, into that fire, your energy sources, allowing your breath to revitalize and restore. With each breath, allowing your body to wake up, focus in. Allowing all of that energy to flow into the body. Restoring power and strength. Perfect. And that was a ruby. My ruby is quite purple. I am partial to purpley colors. And now I want to work kind of beyond our current body and kind of expand it into a little more esoteric areas, but working with the physical bodies, our ancestry, our bloodline, healing those parts of the self with some Mookaite Jasper. Then working more with our spirit body, our the you that transitions through timelines and lifetimes, the you that is there beyond this physical body, the spirit you with some Prehinite, really healing the healer. That is a beautiful healing the healer. This one was sent to me by Anna. I adore it. One of my absolute favorite crystals. I am not lying. And then some Tanzite, which deals more with the us that is interconnected beyond time and space, beyond particles, beyond timelines, the multi-dimensional kind of you, that part of you that, if shattered, stretches across time and space, a little bit more out there. You. So starting with our more physical self, the ancestry, the bloodlines, the deep time human experience that flows through you when you have a lifetime on earth, and connecting and healing that you. That ancestral healer, the one passed down from your grandmother to your mother to you, the way that you show up for yourself and others and family and inherited family, not necessarily just our blood family, but those families we pick up through physical interaction, really dealing with our physical selves and time. Sending strength and healing and power to that part. And perhaps, if you're able to, taking a moment to close your eyes in this part of the session and maybe go deep into that subconscious part of yourself, allowing yourself to go a little deeper within to different layers of you and your being. Breathing into that deep self, the us passed through physical interaction across time and space. Breathing into who we are on a cellular level. Sending energy and power to the multi-dimensional self. Beautiful. That is a Mookaite Jasper point. Has some beautiful, like blood red coloring, some deep purples. Now working with our spirit self, using this Prehinite to bring in some of that healing there, healing that healer, the us that has been through different lifetimes, different bodies, the lessons that our soul is learning, and calling and sending energy to this layer of our multi-dimensional self. We are so much more than this moment. Really connecting to that empowering feeling that you have the time and space. Literally, you have lifetimes. You don't need to do it today. You can lean into this gentle process, a slow and steady healing of yourself. And breathing into our soul self, sending energy and power to ourself across the lifetimes, across bodies, to our soul and its purpose as it plays out. Okay, so that was some Prehinite, which if I have to recommend one stone to align with our intention of healing the healer, it would be Prehinite. So if you're feeling a little low, I recommend Prehinite. Usually comes with epidote in it as well. That one just has a little teeny bit in it. But yes, a good pocket stone for healers. And lastly, I wanted to bring in Tanzite to work with that part of ourself that goes beyond anything we can imagine. The part of us that is interdimensional, that is a spark and a piece of God and the whole. We are all these divine little sparks. We are God experiencing itself. We are so beyond anything we can ever imagine. And really connecting and sending power and energy to that part of ourselves, that divinity, that inner pearl that is us. Connecting with that cosmic self, connecting with all those strange possibilities, allowing ourselves to float in that openness, float in those expansive thoughts, and to restore ourselves from that large body of being that is the universe. breathing into that cosmic self, sending power and energy, and also breathing back in that energy. It's an exchange, a give and take. Breathing in and out, fueling yourself, fueling the universe, an exchange of power. And as we're in this big, expansive feeling, allowing our energy to float in this cosmic source, call that energy into us. Pulling and calling in all of that energy, breathing it into our spirit, into our physical form, starting to anchor it into our being. It's beautiful to spread ourselves out and experience the wider cosmic self. We want to take and make sure that we bring our energy back into our bodies, into this lived experience, into this lifetime, calling down all of that divinity, all of those possibilities, back into this body, this experience, this soul, this healer. Allowing it to integrate with every cell and fiber of this being. That is Tanzite, quite high vibe crystal. And I want to close this out with my black obsidian. I just really want to make sure we're grounding all of this healing into your body in a way that stays with you, that centers on you and your healing. This session, this energy is not to be given out. It is for restoring your spirit. Big gust of wind is highlighting that. This is to restore your spirit, your energy, centering in on your body. I apologize for my creaky house. It's very windy today. Centering in on your spirit. Integrating this healing with your life. Integrating it into all of you. Your thoughts, your day-to-day activities, your habits, your environment. Allowing this change and healing to ripple out. And so taking a centering breath here. And as we're breathing in this time, we are breathing into this body. You might want to put a hand on it, put a hand on your chest, reminding you we're here again, we're centered, we're in this experience, we're seeing out with these eyes. We are anchoring in all of that work, all of those intentions and energies back into you. Allowing your breath to anchor and integrate and alchemize all of this energy into this body and experience. Inhaling all of this healing, and as you exhale, breathing out a nice protective shell for you. Breathing in healing and empowerment, restoring that inner healer. Exhaling and creating a powerful shell, a boundary, a protection. Breathing in and anchoring, empowering. Exhale, protecting. And starting to reconnect with your physical form, perhaps wiggling your toes and fingers, putting a hand on your chest, starting to really come back down and settle. Feeling lighter, feeling restored, feeling relaxed, feeling healed, feeling protected. grounding now down into your day. Understanding what insights and revelations might have come up for you during this session, perhaps writing them down. Starting to think about how to apply this healing to go above and beyond here. How can you take this healing forward? How can you turn it into action? And that was black obsidian to kind of close out and ground us back down as we went out a little further than we normally do. Bringing that to ground and center and protect. I think that's important, is to think of the ways that you can protect yourself going forward, to maintain this healing energy inside of yourself. So thank you so much for joining me for this session today. And again, a big thank you to my patrons for allowing me to release this content to you a month after they've had it. So thank you to them. And if you're interested in joining my Patreon community and having a say in what videos I record and getting early access and exclusive content, there are links down below. But thank you so much for being here. Here are some of the ways that really help and support my channel. If you are here until the end, I ask that maybe you do one of those ways, like commenting or subscribing to this channel. They help me so much and I appreciate them so much. So thank you all, and I will see you in the next one.